right-hand side, you'll start to see a shadow appear, and then you'll see the gentleman come into the screen. He sets his bag down, he climbs up on the rock wall and starts to push. There's a steel pole that's about 2 feet that sticks out of it. He realizes he can't get it off of that. He goes around to the front, and you'll see that he starts to shake it a little bit and pushes it right to the ground. Doesn't really miss a beat, walks over, grabs his bag, and just leaves. To do something like this to a statue that's just a representation of a church, there has to be something wrong. There has to be something that is bothering that person to the extent that they would want to do something like this. They did it almost effortlessly. The video shows that they pretty much just walked up, did what they needed to do, and walked away like nothing had happened. It was just very eerie.
Anybody who's ever come here to Mass every single Sunday morning sees that statue. It'll be a loss for them not to see it because they see it all the time. It harkens back to our history and to the heritage of the parish. It originally stood on the grounds of the villa on top of the hill. It was in their private garden of the nuns, Sisters of Visitation. It had originally been purchased for the villa by a family from this parish, the Cunningham family, whose son was also pastor here, Monsignor Ambrose Cunningham. And so we have a long connection with the villa, and that was a symbol of that. I think it's also probably one of the last pieces of the villa that exists in the area.
Heartbreak. That statue has a lot of meaning to the church, to our parishioners, to our connection with the village of Chantal. So ultimately for us, it was just a terrible feeling in your stomach.
The comments I hear more often about that statue are the people that traveled to and from work on Fifth Avenue every day. I think it was probably the open arms, the welcoming nature of the statue. A lot of people commented how much they appreciated seeing that statue every morning on their commute.
That's the resurrection Christ, is what that statue is. So for that standpoint, to happen on Easter, it just seems too coincidental. The camera system alone has 3 different times helped us, catch someone who has decided that God's house is a place to do something that they shouldn't. I'm hoping that camera system is successful for a 4th time.